turtle rescue. This action is part of a project that has been underway for more than 10 years to protect these species from illegal fishing and natural predators in Colombia. More than 1,000 baby bog turtle calves have been released into the wild. This action is part of a 10-year program to protect vulnerable species. We are looking for clues as to why Earth is a habitable world. It is a rare jewel in outer space with oceans. A spacecraft will soon return to Earth with soil samples taken on the asteroid Ben. But the mission has been several years in the making. The space probe needs to reach Earth's atmosphere by the end of September. American scientists have developed a felt-tip pen that can copy 16 million colors from the environment. The device is equipped with sensors and cartridges that refill the base colors. The blog Immediately, two powerful explosions occurred in the capital of Ecuador at the end of the week. This was reported by the TV channel Al Jazeera. It is known that two cars stuffed with explosives blew up. One Jeep was blown up at the administrative building of the correctional institution. The second, on one of the central streets of the city. No casualties or injuries were reported. But 6 probable organizers of the terrorist attack have been detained. It is not excluded that it is a drug cartel prank. Security measures in the Ecuadorian capital have been stepped up. Rare holiday in Israel passed without incident, all because the promised country has become a place of attraction for representatives of different nationalities. For example, the natives of Eritrea, a country in East Africa, staged riots that turned into a clash with the police. The reason was the protest of Eritreans living in Tel Aviv against the current authorities. The foreigners protested on the day of the holiday, which was held at the embassy. As a result, 160 people were injured, including police officers. The Swiss authorities decided on a desperate experiment. They intend to distribute to all comers, and absolutely free of charge, marijuana. This is reported by the German TV channel Deutsche Welle. The initiative belongs to the authorities of Zurich. More than 2,000 volunteers will take part in the experience. The purpose? To understand what will happen if you just give out small doses of drugs. It would be better to give money to 4 emaciated children. This is the result of the actions of a popular blogger who gave out advice on raising offspring. She's been called an anti-heroine. Ruby Frank was arrested, it is reported by North American media. In a case of a truly egregious woman fleeing the house, a 12-year-old son ran away. He turned to neighbors, asking for food and water. He was emaciated and had scotch marks on his hands and feet. He is now in hospital, along with his 10-year-old sister, who is also extremely emaciated. The other 2 children have been turned over to the blogger's care service. A massive conservation project is underway in Colombia, where thousands of turtles will soon be released into their natural habitat. By raising the amphibians to a certain age in special conditions, biologists are saving them from becoming the prey of poachers on the banks of the Meta River, where Colombia meets Venezuela. The tiny olive-green turtles are waiting to be set free, and volunteers from the Colombian Navy and National Army are helping. Their task is to carefully transplant the turtles to grassy shallows. This action is part of a project that has been underway for more than 10 years to protect these species from illegal fishing and natural predators. Soon, 2,200 baby bog turtles will make their first swim, which is the final stage of the conservation project. The project has already returned more than 3,000 turtles to local rivers. A horrible sight could be seen by drivers passing along the highway in the suburbs of the Canadian city of Ontario. Hives of bees fell off a truck there, resulting in hordes of the striped insects, who were furious that they had been so unceremoniously disturbed. According to the Haltown police, there were 5 million bees in the hives, and they all pounced on the first beekeeper who happened to be in the vicinity of the accident. At first the road was blocked, then part of the bees managed to drive back, part destroyed, but drivers were still advised to pass the site with closed windows. In this unusual battle, Everyone throws tomatoes at their own risk, and it is mandatory that the tomato be crushed before throwing. It is forbidden to bring hard objects with you. The tomato battle only lasts for 1 hour. After the battle, the town and its inhabitants are washed with water from fire hoses. The La Tomatina festival originated in 1945 after a random fight between friends. The festival was occasionally banned during the dictatorship, but was revived again in the 70s. After 10 years, the festival has become so popular that it now attracts participants and spectators from all over the world. This year, 15,000 people are fighting in Buñol, and as many as 120 tons of tomatoes were brought for them.